many of you. And Carol Ann and I and all of us at Angel Heart Radio are so grateful to be able to be here in support of you and to help you as you traverse this incredibly challenging time. And today's show, the title actually came in before I heard the news about Colouring Your World with the Angels' Love. And I thought, thank you, angels. What a perfectly wonderful title to help us to remember that this is a beautiful big colouring book, a challenging big colouring book. It's up to us what we colour it with, right?
Yeah.
So welcome everyone. We're so grateful to be with you, Carol Ann. We feel particularly mindful of our blessings today to be here on Angel Heart Radio, don't we?
Oh, we certainly do. And you know, this is one of the wonders of the things that we love and appreciate and share in our lives. It's all about love and also, you know, the fact that, hey, this is where we're meant to be. So we have the strength, we have everything we need to get through these times. And so, you know, don't let it wear you down, because
and
there's so much love and support for you.
Exactly. And we do understand and fully relate to the fact that that's so easy to say, right? Don't let it wear you down. Keep your focus on whatever. But hey, when you're going through something so incredibly powerful, you know, that they can just feel like words. So we're here to support you through that as well today, because I know personally from personal experience when my whole world felt like it was falling apart, and you know, it was personal stuff. And I just, you knew me and supported me through some of that, Carol Ann, through much of it. It was that terrible sense of nothing's ever going to be right again. And no matter what I do, I can't get out of that feeling. So we do understand that. And we are so grateful to be here with you today. So welcome to all our Facebook, I was going to say watchers, but you're not really a watcher. Our Facebook friends who are viewing us there on our Angel Heart Radio Facebook page and on my personal Facebook page as well. Welcome to our YouTube, on our brand new YouTube channel. This will be the very first video on the news. Thanks for lightening up the mood a bit, guys, on our new YouTube channel, because for some reason the old one didn't work. So this is, you know, the new one we had? Well, that's now the old one. This is the new one. I'll tell you about that later. So, Carol Ann, let's start off by having a prayer. Are you happy to lead us in a prayer for all our wonderful people?
Yes, I certainly am. So, you know, just go into your heart space and take a few long, slow, deep breaths. And just send out the energy of peace, tolerance, and heart-centered healing to all those who are caught up in what is happening at this time. Surround them with love, the energy of the angels, and show them that this too will pass. Just to concentrate on the love that the angels and our spirit guides have for us. The peace. Just visualize the dove of peace flying above and showering down ribbons, pink ribbons of love to all those who are feeling not quite at peace at this time. So to allow them to have peace. Love will heal all. So it is, so it is.
So it is. Thank you, Carol Ann. I feel so much calmer now, so much more balanced now.
Yeah, and you know, I was having this discussion this morning. I'd been looking up DeCanty's saying, I think therefore I am. And I was thinking about the words that he had expressed so many years ago that so many people follow. And I just thought to myself, perhaps it could be I am aware, therefore I am. We're aware of what is happening. We don't need to get caught up in it. I feel, therefore I am. And to me, the feeling of the emotion of love and peace can encompass all that's happening at this time. And it's really interesting that a statement like, I think, therefore I am, can come out of the blue the other day. And it just changed so much with what has happened today and how I've been thinking about it and the feelings and the emotions. And just to be aware of that old saying, this too will pass. And we will come into a place of peace and love and understanding, kindness, love for our fellow man.
Absolutely. We have some wonderful people with us already on our Facebook page. Welcome, everyone. We've got Gabby with us. We've got Laurie Zed with us. We've got our lovely Megan, who we met on our last show. Welcome back, Megan. Caroline, I'll just remind you that you are host today, so you need to do the speaker view, that sort of stuff, because you got in.
Sorry. I didn't realise I was host today.
Yeah, whoever's in first is host. Look at that.
Look
Step
at
up.
that.
You didn't even know it. But yes, so that's I'll leave that to you now. For some reason, I am not seeing all the comments in the Restream chat. So just know that I can't see your comments there. Don't know why.
Okay, so
Can you,
there's only
Caroline?
a few. Yeah, I can. I can see there's a comment from Belinda Brown saying that she's having a major anxiety attack this morning. Feel grateful to see both of your welcoming faces.
Welcome, Belinda. It is really, there is, and the thing to remember as well, when I heard the news about what's occurring in the USA this morning, I immediately felt that energy because I didn't know, because I don't, have any contact with news or anything. And Carol Ann sent me a message saying, hey, we need to talk before the show. And I immediately felt that it was almost an overwhelming sense of, oh my God, and I really had to step out of that. Carol Ann and I both spoke about how we were going to do that, the importance of doing that for us so that we can also be here for people like you, Belinda, as you're going through this, because you've shared with us before about your anxiety. Well, it's obviously going to be majorly triggered today. And remember, there is a lot of energy out there. So shield yourself, everyone. Please call in the angels, Archangel Michael, to come and dissolve all cords, roots, webs to any kind of fear, any kind of scary media. If you must watch it, be very aware to keep releasing. Showering is also really good. The angels are saying go outside and ground and shield. You won't miss out on news.
No.
Look at me. I don't see it on Google, nowhere. I do not get into it. Look, straight away this morning I found out you won't miss out on anything you need to know. So thank you for sharing that with us, Belle, because that is so important. So big heart hugs to you. And look at this, hostesses with the mostess. See, that's it right there, Gabby. That energy of love and compassion and generosity, that energy is powerful beyond anything I can describe.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. And one of the things that so the TV's been on in our house since very early this morning. And so what I was doing as I was going about my morning start and doing what I needed to do, even though I could hear everything that was happening, what I was doing was I was sending divine healing and prayers to the situation. But I was also going into my heart space to say, you know, love, love, love. And that's really funny, because one of the things I was doing this morning was looking at some other articles, and just kept coming up into my heart. Love, 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 love. So importantly, love yourself. And if you feel you need to, say your prayers. And you know, prayers are so important. And it can be as simple as, dear God, angels, guides, please send love, peace and healing to everybody in America, so that we may be able to come together in a safe platform. Thank you. I love you.
Yeah.
And it can be as simple as that. And that's how I've spent my morning this morning, going around doing little prayers like that. And that way, you know, because I think sometimes part of an anxiety attack is feeling you can't do anything. What can I do? What can I do with the situation? Hello. In this situation, you can pray and you can send love. And so, you know, there's never a time that there's nothing we can do, because we can.
That's exactly right. That is perfect, Caroline. And thank you. There is never a time there's nothing we can do, no matter how helpless we feel, no matter how. Nelson Mandela is the perfect, Gandhi, these are the perfect examples. I mean, I know these are extreme examples, but they are examples of human beings really demonstrating this. Okay, Caroline, thank you for that. I have a message. I reached out to one of my amazing friends in the USA this morning, Sherry Myers. Sherry has her own podcast, How to Connect with Angels. Please check that out. And also My Angel Prayer on Alexa. So if you've got Alexa, you can just ask for an angel prayer. Boom, you'll get beautiful angel prayers from many, many people. Sherry is an absolute champion at creating these opportunities for us. She says, send prayers. Yes. We will get through this. How simple is that? Send prayers. We will get through this. That is a perfect message, Sherry. Thank you. And it's a really great reminder. And just exactly as you just said, Caroline, it can be something so simple. Yeah. Okay. So, right. I can see you all in Restream chat. That's fantastic. So let's get into the ways that we can support you. Would you please let us know, everyone, what you need from us today? We will keep an eye on that, because we want to be here to support you in the way that's going to be suitable for you. Belinda, how can we support you today? Is there anything in particular that we can do to support you? So first of all, everyone, let's take a breath, please, and just think about our dear sister Belinda. Imagine that gorgeous image that Carol Ann gave us with the dove of peace has perched on Belinda's right shoulder. And its partner, its balance, comes in and perches on her left. And those beautiful pink ribbons are creating a soft and comforting blanket of love that begins to wrap around her, not restricting her movement in any way, but wrap around her tenderly and gently. And hear this beautiful, beautiful dove singing songs of calm and comfort to Belle and to anyone else who needs it. Stay in hope. Remember love. Remember you are always supported. Remember you are strong and you are brave and you are beautiful. And remember you are never alone, and we have you. And you are much stronger than you ever could dream. And those beautiful gifts from Creator now stay with you, Belinda. Always. Call in the angels, call in Mother Mary and Kuan Yin. So much love and support coming in for Belinda. I can just feel the love. And thank you, everyone, for adding yours. And if you need this, it's for you as well. That song of love will not stop singing quietly in your ear now and echoing all through the cells of your body, your mind, your emotions. And taking a breath and just ground it in. And if you accept this energy, simply say, I accept this energy. Thank you. I accept this energy. Thank you. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. Belinda says, I so feel this. Thank you all. You're so welcome.
That was absolutely beautiful, Anaya, and I could feel it spreading out to everybody else as well.
Yes.
And you know, something that they were saying to me as you know, all of this has been happening, is to just think about time. You know, like we think that, you know, this is now, and we're thinking about time. But in spirit world, time doesn't exist. So let's not think about putting a time on what is happening now. It just is, and now we're wrapped in this beautiful energy. Beautiful energy.
Yes, and I'm just typing in, I accept this beautiful energy. Thank you. Belinda has already typed it in. If you would like to put it in as well, please do so. Put it in your phone, in the chat, and by the chat, I mean the comment section, wherever you're watching. Write on a piece of paper. Just that helps, you know, really ground that energy in. So again, it's the gratitude for being able to be here, Carol Ann.
It is. And you know, how blessed are we to be here, to be with all our beautiful friends on Facebook, and to be able to be in this moment. And this is it. We can change this moment with our thoughts and our prayers, because it's what we're putting out there is what makes the moment what it is.
Exactly.
So we can change that completely by our thoughts and our prayers.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And as we go through our day today or our night, tomorrow, the next day, whenever, and we begin to feel that panic again or that tension again, remember who's on your shoulder, where they come from. And there's balance in that, and all those other loving beings that are surrounding you and inhabiting that space because you yourself have invited them to. That does not go away now.
No.
So, and your mind may tell you that you can't feel it or sense it. And that's okay, because that's what our minds do.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't mean it's not there. So come back into the energy. Close your eyes. Come back into the energy. That's that continual choice, which is such a major feature in the angel code about the power of choice, what that power actually is, and the power that we have to claim. Oh, look, everyone.
My green screen, I can't believe.
2 of them.
That's it.
I love this book so much. I do. Oh, I'm so grateful for it. So, you know, the power of choice is incredible. Oh, listen to this. Okay. Thank you, God, for a start. So I've opened the book. I'm on page 54. And the first thing I see. Okay, just a moment. The energy is so beautiful in this book that sometimes it overflows and it just, boom, comes out through tears. Okay, a gentle hand is needed to stroke the ruffled feathers of a startled bird. The pounding of the frightened heart needs time to become accustomed to its new environment, to decide whether to take flight or to stay. Tears are a momentous occasion, this time of decision making. With choice comes responsibility, new challenges to discover. As the grass grows, so too the winds that bring the seeds of change. So beautiful. There is not one without the other. Allow the natural course of events to take its shape. Do not try to mold it to your own will. Do you know to where the sparrow flies? The arrangements are not for you to concern yourself with. Rather, grant yourself the gift of peace and allow us to move as we are meant to. The time and place are not relevant at this time, all in its proper sequence. The order of events are not your concern. Be as the seed, float upon the current to your new home. Your destination will become apparent to you, as it should. And this, not becoming concerned with things, this is the fear we feel, the focus we put on the fear, of course. And being as the seed floating upon the current to our new home. What is our true home? Peace is our true home. Love and comfort, that's our true home. We are here by choice on planet Earth. We are here with the most magnificent opportunity that honestly I don't think we can fully grasp. When the current becomes still, your time and place will become clear to you, all as is necessary. No need to fear. As it is intended, so it shall be so. The mighty ocean knows no fear, nor shall you. Be at peace. Feel its currents, the ebb and pull of its tides. It shall be so, and it shall be so. This is the way of it. Its own truth told through one and all. It sings for you all. Father and Son, the message is clear. Let it come to you, no need to seek. Ponder its message and listen in the silence. Hear the truth, for it is there. Just ask, and it will be revealed to you. Perhaps a little at a time. Don't be impatient. It brings to you a time-honored treasure. Be open to it. Be still and await. It's the angel code. Messages like that, and I mean, this whole book is full. Messages like that contain so much. When I read that 20 years ago, it's the anniversary of when I received the first message this month, 20 years ago, but right now. That meant something very different to me then to what it means to me now. And yet even at that time when I was so full of turmoil, I could feel its love and tenderness. I could feel the truth of it. I could feel the love in it. I was completely new to this world in this way. And it reaches us, Carol Ann.
It certainly does. It reaches our heart and explains things in a way that everybody can understand and in a way that makes complete sense.
Yes.
Because it's so important for us to go within and to listen in silence, because that's a special place that we need to be, to receive these beautiful messages. And, you know, there is just so much that we can learn from the angels through this beautiful book. And it's just a fact of us believing, loving, knowing, and just going with the flow, going within.
Yeah.
And
Is the seed.
so important.
On the current. It's that current of peace. We know this is not easy to do. But as they say, you know, a gentle hand is needed to stroke this, you know, the ruffled feathers of a startled bird. And that's how we can feel. We can feel like that startled bird. Do we run away from this? Do we stay still with it? Do we integrate with it? Do we accept it? Do we open to it? You know, there could be a lot of different things going for us, but I loved, as soon as I saw that, it's like, thank you, God. I loved how, you know, we spoke about the peace doves today, and boom, straight off, picked up this book, and there it is. So, you know, we've got Erin Gordon is saying, hello, Erin, my gorgeous. By the way, Erin Gordon is a top fan on Angel Heart Radio. Thank you. Peace on. She says, peace. Now I have Peace Train playing in my head. Beautiful message, Anaya. Thank you. Beautiful message from the angels. Christina is with us. Thank you. Maz says she can't wait to get her copy. I'll get onto that today for you, Maz. Julie Kiss is with us all. Hello, Julie. Love and light to you too, sweetheart. Thank you so much for joining us and being present. It's absolutely resonating with our beautiful Maz. So we've got this gorgeous energy happening in the chat room, which of course is our comment section. It's not a chat room.
It's a habit to call it the chat room, isn't it?
I know, but then it gets confusing for people. Like, where's the chat room? I can't find the chat room. So again, I think that's also another great opportunity to say our language is so important. What we communicate needs to be precise.
Yeah.
Because our words carry such power.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And this is it. I think sometimes we don't realise how much power our words have. Because, you know, you might think, you'll be talking to someone and you just think, I quite often think, I'll be talking to someone and then I'll think, oh, where did that come from? That didn't actually come from me. That
Yes.
came through me. But then another time you might be talking to someone and then you think, why did I say it like that? There's another way to say it. And I'm one of these people who always think, I wish I could say words as beautifully as other people can say words, because sometimes you hear people like Anaya and other people, they describe something and talk about something, and I think, why can't I say it that same way? And you know, it's really a tricky thing. And I just think to myself, well, that's because we're all individuals. But even so, as individuals, we need to be aware of what we're saying, because it's so important. And so the visualization they were just giving to me was absolutely beautiful. It was a beautiful little stream, and the reeds were sticking up about this high above the water, and they were just waving back and forth with the breeze. And of course, you know, that was the water sylphs and the divas and all of the water elementals were just saying, patient, be at peace, all is well. We will be fine. We will get through this. Just let it all wash away. And it's about, you know, just believing. To me, that's the most important thing for me, to believe.
To believe, absolutely. That is really vital. And the other thing I also want to remind everyone, when we speak, each word has an energy signature. Each word carries a frequency, a vibration. And the way that we speak the words really matters. So, for example, if I said to everyone, welcome to Angel Heart Radio, right? That felt really funny. You get the difference, right? When I say to you, welcome to Angel Heart Radio. See, that energy is so powerful and so different and so instant. right? It's so instant.
Mm.
That energy is so important. So we can, that's why sometimes people will say something sarcastic or a bit mean. So oh, it's just a joke. We know it's not a joke, right?
Mm. We do.
So we understand that we can feel it, even though our minds might say, oh, stop being so sensitive. It was just a joke. We know it's not really a joke. So we have to learn to trust that, Carol Ann, don't we? We need to learn to trust in our own interpretation of the energy that is being given. That is a very important thing.
It is. And it comes back to, you know, one of the major things that I've been, you know, going through the last few days, because I lost a very dear friend. And it was all about feelings and emotions and allowing feelings and emotions to play their part and to flow as they're meant to flow. But it's also in the words. You know, we have the feelings and the emotions in our words. It's, you know, someone could say to you, oh, you're going to be okay. Or they can say, you are going to be okay. It's going to be all right. And it's, as you said, when you said you're welcome to Angel Heart Radio, it's the emotion and the feeling and the energy that we put into our words, because our words, sometimes people don't realize how much the words they say can impact on another person. And this is why we need to be aware of that at all times, because, you know, to be here, well, we're exactly where we're meant to be at this time. But then to say those things and to realize that we're here together, we're all in this together. And so that is really, really important. Another way of sharing our feelings and our emotions, because you can't shut your feelings or your emotions down. You need to be able to express them.
Mm-hmm.
But then it depends on how you express them and why you need to express them. Because sometimes once we express them, then they're gone. We've let them go. We're not hanging on to an outcome or waiting for something to happen. So it's so important. Words, feelings, emotions for me at this time are very
Absolutely. And, you know, we understand, don't we, that, well, we think we understand, if we were not to be able to speak again, what would we want our words to convey while we have them? If we, you know, like, for example, the last time I spoke to my mum, which I didn't know would be the last time. Well, no, that's not true. I spoke to her as she was dying, because I was, you know, a long way away from her, 2 hours. And I know she could hear me, but she didn't reply. But the last time I had a conversation with Mum, oh, we laughed and we were being silly, and it was so fun. And I'm so grateful for that joyful moment that we were able to share through our words, Carol Ann. So having that expression of words is an absolute gift. Not everybody has those words to speak. Not everybody can actually speak.
Yeah.
Not everyone can communicate through words, right? The spoken word. Yeah.
So, you know, we're very blessed to be able to do that and to be able to share our words with whoever it is that we're sharing them with, because we do, like your mum. You know, I had amazing last time I talked to my mum. You know, she told me I had to go home because I was hundreds of miles away from my home. You have to go home. No, I'm not going home. And then when we both decided, yeah, I was going, then we laughed like you and we cried, and then we said how blessed we were because we'd be able to see one another continually, even then she'd made a transition. And, you know, so those words are with you, both you and I and myself, then forever. You know, we have those words with us. And so, you know, when we think about things that people say, It's important. It's important for us as much as it is for the person we're talking.
Yeah. There's a vital and a vitality, a vital component. It's vital what we say. There's a vitality to what we say as well. If they're living these, you know, these words, they're living, they're breathing. They have so much capability. So, what words are you speaking, I guess, is my question to you right now. What words are you speaking? How are you speaking them? Particularly, okay, here's the thing, right? This is what I think is very important as well. There's a lot of anger right now, a tremendous amount of anger. A lot of people believe that what they are doing is the right thing. They believe it's justified and it's a righteous action, right? So we don't need to judge that, and we don't need to talk about that. But what I feel do need to address is how we respond to that. We have two choices, and these are not easy choices. We either stop engaging with it, because when we engage and talk about it and post about it, and I'm not saying you mustn't, right? That's just my personal opinion, because we didn't talk about that at the beginning of the show. We're not here to tell you what to do. We're not here to replace any of your professional advice, your own sound judgment, or your own wisdom, right? That goes for Angel Heart Radio all the time. But when we engage in this energy, we actually feed on it and feed from it, which is what was happening to me this morning when Carol Ann informed me what was happening. I just fed on it straight away, didn't I, Carol Ann?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. And then I really had to make a conscious choice to step out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Ascension symptoms may feel more severe at the moment. I'm having more vertigo, not big vertigo at the moment, but right now I can feel it. There's that spin. So, okay, that's fine. That's there. I'm not going there. Sometimes it's really huge, and I just lay down with it. So you need to really think about, feel about, pray on what you are contributing to and what you are taking from that as a contribution into your own being. Erin Gordon says the power of language. So true, so true. And she also says you both use your words in the most beautiful, loving way. Oh, that's gorgeous. And see, we really appreciate that. It's not even about, oh, wow, you know, Erin's saying something beautiful. There is that component, because that is so beautiful and so tender, and we love that. But it's the fact, Erin, that you are feeling it. Belinda says tears freely flowing. Mwah, mwah. That's the thing. Maz is absolutely resonating. Here's the thing. It's the love and the joy. That's what we are so excited about, that you get out of Angel Heart Radio and what we are offering and sharing with you. That is what really floats our boat, Carol Ann, right?
It certainly does float our boat. And you know, this the other day, you know, I was talking to Anaya and I said, I don't know, I have these things about thinking at this stage of my life, is this what I'm meant to be doing? Blah, 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 blah. And then I had this realization, well, why not do this stage of my life? This is where I've stepped into. This is where I want to be, and I'm absolutely loving it. But something, I want to just step back a moment for when you were talking about stepping into the fear. Something that I want everybody to be aware of, the mind-body connection. So when we're thinking from a place of anger and fear, it's not just affecting what we're saying or whatever. What we're thinking is affecting our physical body. All the cells in our body are feeling that energy. So then when we replace that with love and peace, then just think about what that's doing to all the cells in our body. So, you know, as a Reiki person, as we both are, we need to be very aware of the mind-body connection, and our thoughts create our reality. So when we change our thoughts to love and support for one another, kindness, gratitude, compassion, then that completely changes our DNA, which is being all adjusted because of Ascension. But, you know, if we can help all of these things to sort of go as smoothly as possible, then just think how much easier it is for us to keep going through things. Now, that doesn't mean to say we don't have hiccups in our day, because if we don't have the shadow, we can't appreciate the light. We don't have the shadow, we don't learn perhaps the lesson that we're here to learn. So, you know, we don't both just float along with our little angel wings behind us on a lovely cloud saying, "Hi, angels, how are you today?" We live with our feet on the ground here in this physical world. And so we're going to have hiccups in our life as well. But, you know, that's how we learn. That's how our soul grows. It's how our soul experiences, because we are spirit. We are on a spiritual experience in this physical body. So embrace it with love. Love, love, love.
Love, love, love. So true. Thank you, Carol Ann. That's really true. And it's a really good to remember that, isn't it? I think I look a bit weird. Hang on. I don't know if I look even weirder now. I seem to, anyway, I just saw myself on camera.
I've been doing that all morning too.
There's one of those moments right there. See, straight into that whole energy. It's like, anyway, move on. That's so true, because we do have our times as well. There are many, many times we experience our earthly life as well. And I guess in some ways, you know, having Angel Heart Radio and all of you guys and all the love that we share and what we experience by sharing that with you, that really does assist us as well. But I mean, let's face it, Carol Ann, this is how we live our lives individually anyway. Yeah. Right? This is what we do. This is how we choose to live. And when those times come where perhaps it's very challenging for us personally, or we see the challenges happening in the world and our feelings then get triggered and we take on some of that energy, we're so blessed we have each other.
Yeah.
Right? So, and not everybody has somebody that they can totally count on, totally reach out to. So we are glad to be at least a little bit of a port for you through those times, right, Carol Ann?
Yes, definitely. And, you know, we're both grandmothers. We're mothers and grandmothers. And so, you know, we have the life experience, for want of a better expression. And that life experience has brought us to where we are now. And, you know, sort of, we're not like we're on air all the time. So, you know, we do have times playing with the kids and doing things with the family and cooking dinner and all of the normal things that human beings do.
Not wanting to cook dinner. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do those dishes.
But, you know, then we have this balance to come back to. And, you know me, I'm really, really thinking about balance. Balance is so important in our lives. But we have each other. But we also have the way we feel inside. And it's like this morning, you know, I was just sending love and giving energy, talking to the dragons, getting Kuan Yin's beautiful pink compassionate dragons to be flying out there above the clouds. And you know, so when you bring all of this into your life, it does help you with your everyday parts of life, you know.
Absolutely.
And it's just about being here, being, you know, don't want to do the dishes, Erin Gordon.
It's Erin Gordon. I was just saying, I don't want to do the dishes.
You know, we're also very, very down to earth and very human people. And you know, if you knew how many times we got on the phone to one another, just or you know, or just say, "Oh, it's all right, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe."
Have you grounded? Have you drunk enough water? Maybe you need to have a shower. Just all those running through the little checklist of the earthly things that maybe we're not attending to for ourselves. Erin was saying, absolutely, I've only just started working on the language. I say to myself, talking to myself in a positive way has shifted how I feel and also how I express myself outwardly. Bingo, you've got it. Welcome, Michelle. Thank you so much for watching, for joining us. When I first started, 20 years ago, when I first started, which is now the Angel Code, I had no idea that was what it was. Oh, my self-talk. It actually, when I sometimes think back, it's heartbreaking to remember the cruelty I used to display to myself. Really cruel, harsh words. I was so disparaging toward myself, like all the time. Well, not all the time, but a lot of the time. And I couldn't express myself. I never knew what to write in a card or what to say, or my words felt like they used to feel like I had a mouthful of grapes. And every time I went to try and express myself, they just all got smushed up together and just all would. That's actually how it felt. And it was working with the angels, the Angel Code angels. These guys are the ones that taught me how to express myself. So thank you, my beautiful angels. So now, guys, a lot of people are asking me, how do I get my copy? Because it can be a little bit confusing sometimes. Erin's getting hers today. Here's the deal. If you want the hard copy, if you Google "Buy the Angel Code, Journey into the Words Whispered to Me," it's everywhere in just so many countries. My website, angellight777.com, has some links as well. If you go to Amazon right now, I'm so excited about the deal I got, guys. Yeah, the deal. Okay, here's the story, right? And I think this is actually a perfect time to tell this story, if that's all right, Carol Ann.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. There was a deal that my marketing guy said, hey, Anna, this might be really cool for you. And the deal was, if you self-publish, just self-publish, you can do this on Amazon. But because I'm published with a publishing house, they set all the prices, etc. So there was a deal that I could get where you guys could get the ebook for 99 cents US, right? And then he told me the price, and it was around $4,000. And the first thing I said, here are my words, the first thing I said was, how many copies do I have to sell to make that money back? Right? They were my first words. And then Andre said, Anaya, maybe there's another way of looking at it. Boom. And bearing in mind, his job is to sell me these things, right? But he's really reliable. He's really honorable. I trust him. He knows how I work. It's got to come from the heart, etc., etc. And he said, this is an opportunity for people to learn about your book, see your book, know your name. He said, but there's a bigger opportunity in there. This is an opportunity for people who may otherwise not be able to access your book.
Yeah.
And they then have that opportunity. And I just went, I felt so selfish when I said, how many copies do I have, right? That was something I had to let go of. That was my human self looking at all the investment, because it's a massive investment for me, massive. You've got no idea. So when I realized the power of those words, Anaya, maybe there's another way of looking at this. Maybe this is a gift. And once I could see that and feel that, Carol Ann, it was so obvious to me, this was something. It didn't matter about whether or not I recouped that, right? That actually wasn't what it was about. I had a bigger opportunity for these words, journey into the words whispered to me. I had an opportunity for these words to reach into people's hearts and minds, their homes, to connect with their hearts in their families, the heart of their family. And I just became so present to what this was really all about if I chose to see it that way.
Yeah.
So in order to get the ebook for 99 cents USD, look, it is a limited thing, right? It's a limited time, and that will go back to, I'm not quite sure how much it is in the USA. It's $7.99 for the ebook here in Australia. But if you go to Amazon, anywhere, any country, go to Amazon, and when you get there, search in books, or just search because it'll come up. The Angel Code, Journey into the Words Whispered to Me. And thank you, Australia. You've made it number 1 in the inspirational spirituality. I'm just so excited. Category. The USA, you guys are getting behind it as well. And the UK, you guys are getting behind it. Well, it's going up the ladder. So this is the thing. Words are so important, and our intention behind our words. So perhaps if I had have done it thinking, well, this is a good opportunity for me, I don't know whether it would have had the same, it could have had exactly the same impact. I'll never know. But in my heart, it wouldn't have felt the same.
No, it wouldn't have felt the same.
This is something much bigger than that.
Yes, it is much bigger than that. And it's a massive, you were talking about monetary investment. It's a massive emotional investment as well. But the way that, what I just keep picking up at the moment is that, yes, it's been 20 years in the coming, but that's because now is when it's needed.
Exactly when it's needed.
20 years ago, it would not have had the same meaning either for you or for the people who bought it.
Or the planet. Yeah, the planet was a different place.
Yeah, right? and people are becoming more awakened. They're understanding so much more, and they're becoming more willing to accept yes. Because I know lots of people who up until, in the last 6 months or so, if, they knew what I did, but they would never talk to me about that side of my life. It was all about the human part of Carol. But now they ask me questions and they want to know more, and it's just wonderful when I think about how many more people are more willing to step into the world of the angels and spirit, and how much that love and energy is encompassing the beautiful planet that we live on.
Yes, so true, Caroline. So true. Erin Gordon says, so when are the angel code oracle cards coming? I had a dream with you handing me a deck. Well, guess what? There is going to be a deck. The angels have shown me quite clearly there will be a deck, an oracle deck. And actually the book is also an oracle. So is the ebook. So thank you for asking that question. Hang on a second, someone at the door, sweetheart. Can you take over, please?
I will take over for a moment. And so I think, one of the things that's quite amazing with the book is I was sitting and talking to a friend about it the other day, and I said to her, the wonderful thing about this book is the fact that you might have a question in your heart or in your mind, and you just hold the book in your hand and you open the book and you will get the answer to your question, or you will get the guidance that relates to your question. And so this is one of the most amazing things about this book, because it covers everything really. And I'm making my way through it. I read it in the beginning before it went to the publishers. So I was very blessed in that way. And at that time, it struck me immensely as well. And now that I actually have the book, the energy in the book itself is amazing without you even opening it. But I think also this comes back to the way that we look at the gifts and the tools that we have. Because the tools that we have in our hands, as well as the book and everything else, are just amazing. But, you know, it's all about, it's not just the tools from physical tools in the books. It's about our tribe. We're all more aware of our tribe that we have now. Yes, we have our physical tribe, but we have our angels, our guides, the ascended masters, and we have all of the elementals. And we have such a big tribe, and our totem animals. And, you know, sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and here's a wolf sitting on my stomach and looking at me. And it's like, oh, hello, we've been traveling during the night. And so, you know, we have a massive, massive tribe supporting us all the time. We just have to remember to ask. We have our dragons. I love working with the dragons. And so, you know, there's so many things tools that we can call on, tribe members we can call on. We are so blessed at all times.
That's exactly right. And just when we think, oh, got it, I understand it all, boom, more comes in. Because that's how it works, right? As you said, the world wasn't ready for it 20 years ago. Well, I wasn't ready for it. I could not have taken the mental, the financial, and the emotional journey, because I have had to really face so many limiting fears.
Yep.
You know, I don't have enough money. Cancel, clear, delete that I do. Because it doesn't appear that I do, right? Because I've invested over $25,000 so far in this book. And the reason I've done that is because I believe in it so incredibly deeply. And that is a massive amount of money for me. Like, it is huge. I currently, no, I'm not going to go there.
No, don't go there.
I'm not going to go there. So, see, words, so important. So here's the thing, guys. Things come around in their right time. And the codes, it's called the angel code for a reason. The codes have been working on me for 20 years, and they pretty much, as I was saying to Maz Barnes in a conversation this morning, hello, gorgeous Maz, it's like they have rebuilt me from the inside out. I am like unlike the person who started this journey in so many ways.
Yep.
So things happen in their right moment. It's like bee is the seed. It needs to float upon the current. We can't, you can get a great big fan out and you can try and force it to where you want it to go, or you can, run along behind it and try and push it along. But none of those things actually generate the energy that that we're hoping for. And of course, we actually begin to interfere with its natural energy in the sense that we begin to, we block our energy to it. We don't change the magnificence of it, but we block our experience of it. So this is exciting. We have so much available to us. As Caroline said, look at this gorgeous, you wake up with wolves, squirrels and turtle too has been coming in a lot for me lately. There are so many ways that we have, that we don't even know about to connect with a greater sense of love and our tribe and our supporters and our team and our spiritual magnificence. But that's the journey. That's what we're here doing.
That's it, exactly.
It all. If we already had that, Caroline, there would be no need to have ever come into this existence at all, right?
No, that's right. And this is it. It's a step at a time. And then when we have these times when we have to step out into the void, into the unknown, as we were talking about the steps yesterday, then as we take all of these steps and we learn and we grow and it's taken a jolly long time for us to get to this point. Hello. Sometimes I think, oh my God, Caroline. But, you just sort of, it's what it is. We can't speed it up. It happens at its own pace. I never, ever liked the fact of divine timing, But divine timing is what it's all about.
What it's all about. And I love how you say that. It jolly well is. I love that. I get tickled every single time you say that. So I'd like you to try and say it every show if you could, please.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. All right.
Love it so much. See, the thing is, I adore you, right? That's the thing. And I find so much more to love about you every time we connect, every time we talk, every time we see each other. Erin Gordon says, oh, bless you, gorgeous hearted being. Erin says, thank you, Anaya, for your determination and commitment to the angels. What a gift you are for us to produce this wonderful book. Thank you. And you, Erin, are exactly why I have done this. You, all of you, and for me too. You know, when I stop and think, I just get so blown away. I stop and think the angels could have, the angelic realm. When I'm talking angels, I'm talking creator, I'm talking God, I'm talking unconditional love, not a separate entity. This is beautiful. I could have chosen anyone on the planet, anyone on this vast, beautiful planet to bring this through. It's very humbling. So I am totally dedicated to my work with the angels, with the angel code angels, with Creator. I am dedicated. And it's a beautiful kind of dedication.
It certainly is. And, you know, you were the one, this is why you're here in this lifetime. You are the gift to all of us. And I love you immensely. And I think about, you know, we knew each other a long, long time ago. And we were such different people back then. And then when the time was right, we came back together and started working together. And now, you know, this is, I just feel like we blossom every time, you know, we're here on the show, and boom, we're blossoming. And, you know, but this is why you're here. You were here to bring the angel code, but that's only a tiny portion of what you're here for. You're here for so much more.
Exactly.
But this was one portion of it. And so nobody else could have brought it into the world.
Well, you know what? They did say to me, because I kept saying, oh, yes, I'll definitely do it. They kept then, you know, years ago by, and they'd give me a little nudge. Oh, I haven't forgotten. And then one day they came in very quietly, as they do, and they said to me, our darling child, it's so important that this material become anchored on the earthly plane, and you are our choice to bring it. But please know this, if you choose not to, we will give it to someone who will. And right there I went, oh my God, it really is so important for me to take this mantle on of responsibility, because one of my main issues in life has been over responsibility, feeling responsible for every man and his dog, every bit of garbage on the street, every bit of unhappiness. That person doesn't look happy. How can I make them happy? Right? A lot of you will relate to this. So it's that balance. It's that shift in what real responsibility is. Like you with your work, Caroline, you've done exactly the same thing. I'm retired. I'm living the life. I'm pulling weeds out of my garden. I'm chatting with my friends. I'm doing all the things and all of a sudden Anaya pops us and says, hey, what do you think about this for a plan? And after not speaking to each other for at least a few years, right? Not that we weren't talking, but we hadn't connected. Doing your thing, I'm doing mine. And what's the first thing out of Caroline's mouth? If it's with you, I will. So you recognize that instantly. You use those powerful words. You made that choice, and you took that mantle of responsibility on as well, because this was a big leap of faith for Caroline, because she believed herself to be practically incapable of learning any kind of technology. Remember?
Learner.
But here she is. Look at her. knock at the door, take over, Carol Ann, boom. In the first few shows, we get off and say, you've got to say something, Carol Ann. You've got to actually speak. Oh, okay, I'll try. I'll try and say some more next time. And look at you now. Got shows here, got a show on Enlightened World Network with Gabby. You're doing all this stuff. So you took on what that true responsibility is. It's the responsibility to your soul path, to your soul, to your heart, to what you contribute here on planet Earth. That's what you guys are doing as well.
Yeah.
That's why that the call never stops calling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And you know, like, yes, I sort of afterwards I thought, what have you done here, Carol?
Because it's been challenging.
Yes, it has
no
been
doubt about that.
Yes, but I absolutely, and you know, this friend I was talking to the other day, she said, I can see it in your energy. I can see it in you, and you just love it, and it's where you want to be. And I said, yes, it is. And I always thought, well, you know, I needed to keep down below the radar because I didn't want anybody to know who I was. And look at me now. Well, that's not an option, is it?
No. Hello, world. I'm Carol Ann Cross. Welcome in. Right?
Yes.
But that's the truth about what balanced responsibility is. Sacred responsibility. That's the sacred flame. It never goes out. So, you know, we just want to support you guys too and really congratulate you for every little moment that you step up for your own sacred responsibility and take into account what it is you're doing and why you're here. And I think that's a great way to conclude today's fabulous time with you guys.
Look, you know, considering how the energy was when we started to how the energy is now, how beautiful is that? It's just so special.
Yep. Erin says, we all know you now, Carol Ann.
Thanks, Erin. And I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we know the truth about Carol Ann. We know about her light and her magnificent heart and her gorgeous energy and her kind nature and her knowledge. My God, you've got so much knowledge and wisdom, and the list is really endless. So thank you, Carol Ann, for everything. Always.
Thank you. Thank you, Anaya, for everything and for the wonderful opportunities and the fact that you and I can bounce off one another because, you know, we both have this knowledge and the energy and you know, I'm still coming into dealing with some of the technical bits, but I am better than I was. I sort of got, you know, I'm partway there. Just a few little hiccups I need to sort out, but we're getting there. And because Anaya is so patient and so good with me and with everybody else, she just deals with it as if she was born with a screwdriver and a technical book in her hand. You know, that's a part of who she is, and that's why I love her as well.
Thank you, Carol Ann. So, yeah, guys, you know, we just love doing this for you. So thank you for joining us and for everything you share. Remember, stay in prayer. Keep that sacred flame burning. The peace doves, remember they're with you. About your words, what you're watching, what you're doing. Thank you both. Another amazing show from our Erin. Thank you, Erin. Love having you with us. And remember about the difference that you make in the world. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be saying before I leave, Carol Ann. Was there something I was supposed to remind people of? Oh, yeah. Remember, we've got our fabulous new host, Tebeth Shakura Hamon, with us. Tebeth's first show as host was this past Sunday, USA, Monday here in Australia. So she'll be back Sunday at, I believe it is 8 p.m. Central, which will be Monday at 12 noon in Brisbane. On Angel Heart Radio. Please get behind her and support her. You will absolutely love it. Erin's going to go wash the dishes. Oh, Erin, you're such a champion, love. Like, you're a credit to the nation. That's all I can say.
Can we send our dishes over as well?
Thanks, guys. We love you lots and lots and lots. And we look forward to being with you next time. Let us know if we can support you in any way. Right? We're always here. Let us know. Share on the page. Ask us questions. We want to be here for you. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. And remember, you all come back now. Bye. Love you.
Love you. Now I'm trying to work out. There we go. Love you guys. And remember, kindness is one of the most powerful energies in the world. Be kind to you. Be kind to others. And especially those where, it is so difficult to feel any kindness for. Pink light.
Yep.
Makes it. Thanks, guys.
Bye.